So continuing on with best practices on the web, here's one little trick I want to show you that's very important as you get your websites becoming a little bit bigger and a little bit more complex. With something like this, there's not much going on here. It's very easy to follow. But there's something called a comment tag, and it's very important because it helps define certain areas of your website. It allows you to leave messages either to yourself to remind yourself or to other developers that may be picking up on your website and showing them where certain areas are. Now, different programmers, different coders may have a little bit different structure to the way that they do it, but I'm going to show you probably the most common way to do it and how to properly do it. So a comment, again, is like leaving a little message in here that the browsers completely ignore. So it has nothing to do with, they're not going to see anything. Nobody on your website will see it. It's only in the back end where the code is where you can leave little messages. Um, so let's say I wanted to comment, leave a little message about what this image is right here. So what you're going to do is less than, just like you would any other tag, and in this case we start with an exclamation mark and 2 dashes. So you can see as soon as I do that, all my text here grays out because I'm commenting it out. It's saying ignore all this information. Although I don't really want to ignore all that information, I just want to type a little message in here. I want to say cat photo, and I'm going to do a dash dash greater than. So it's basically a tag, just like all of our other tags that open up with the less than and end with the greater than symbol. Except again, I'm starting with the exclamation mark, 2 dashes, and I close it with 2 dashes and exclamation mark. Kind of looks like little arrows right there. So if you think of it that way, kind of like little those cars you see on the expressway that let you know that there's someone working. Those little arrows, it's kind of like a warning symbol right there. So again, you can see that's grayed out there. You know it's something that's not being read by the browsers. And what it is, it just leaves yourself a little message of what's going on there. Now, again, I said this is for sites that become a little bit more complex, where something like this, you really may not need to know that, but it's good to know where something starts and sometimes where something ends. So this could be a long stretch of code. This could be my contact form. This could be a big script that I wrote or had somebody else add into it. So maybe I would want to say something like end cat photo. So this is where it starts and this is where it ends. So just to prove that nothing really goes on here, I'm going to save this file and I'm going to open up a blank HTML page. I'm going to grab my index file and drag it over. And again, you should not see anything in here that says start cat photo or end cat photo or anything like that because the browser completely ignores it. Now, one other way that you can use comment tags, and people use this for troubleshooting their website. Maybe there's an issue going on. What you can do is you can turn off certain parts of your code without completely deleting that code. So maybe I wanted to say, man, I think this image might be causing some kind of issue on my website. What I can do is I can put this image right in between these comment tags. So I'll say right before that image tag, I'll do less than exclamation mark dash dash. I'll just put a little space in there, and you can see that it grayed out that entire line of code right there. But I need to tell it to stop, so I'll give it a little space, and I'll say dash dash greater than symbol, and I'm going to save it. So again, because I'm in Dreamweaver and it color codes my copy here, I can see that it's grayed out and it's not going to show, or it should not show within the browser. So I'm going to come back here, I'm going to hit refresh, and you can see that image is gone. Although the code is not actually gone, it's just being turned off. It's telling the browser to ignore this code. So it can be very helpful in troubleshooting, and it can also be very helpful in setting little reminders to yourself or to other programmers of where things start and stop, or maybe what that code is.